1980s, Wes Craven, best known for such brutal films as Last House on the Left and The Hills Have Eyes, would find the inspiration for his most innovative project in the pages of real life.
The beginning of Nightmare on Elm Street really came to me with a series of articles in the LA Times about young men who were dying in the middle of nightmares. They were specifically from the Asian Rim. In this particular case, a young man had a severe nightmare and told his parents, "I can't go back to sleep, I'm going to die, I just know it." And the father was a physician and said, "Let me give you some sleepy pills." The kid didn't sleep the first night, and then in the second night, he didn't sleep again, and then it became clear that he was trying to stay awake despite everything. And finally, the kid fell asleep, and they took him upstairs and put him to bed, thinking, thank God, that little crisis is over. And in the middle of the night, they heard screams and ran into the room, and he was thrashing on the bed horribly. Literally before they got to him, he fell still, and he was dead. In the aftermath, the parents found all the sleeping pills. He had not taken them. He had hidden them in the bed. And they also found a Mr. Coffee machine in his closet with a hidden extension cord that went through the nearest plug, which was, to me, it was just so out of a movie. What if there was somebody in his dream that was, who killed him, what killed him? I said, okay, so what if it's a guy? My old Bible training of the sins of the parents being visited on the children. I said, perfect, it's something the parents did to him, and just kind of pieced it together from there. The reason Elm Street was used is that I wanted to have an idea of a place that was just pure Americana. The school I taught at before I jumped ship and out of academic teaching was Clarkson College of Technology in Potsdam, New York, and the main street of Potsdam is Elm Street. And then, of course, Elm Street was the street that Kennedy was shot on. I remember showing it to Sean Cunningham, who did Friday the 13th, and was my first producer. And he says, I hate to say it, but nobody's going to be afraid of this because it's a dream, and they'll know it's a dream, so they won't be afraid. And it went around Hollywood for 3 years. The one guy who thought the script was interesting was Bob Shaye.
Freddy came along after 10 or 15 years, and we had some successes before Nightmare on Elm Street.